Esports, tsaka Samurai Gamers Chaos.
Hello?
Actually, nandito Team Kimochi.
Hello? Jito?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello, you're on
Hello.
you're live. How's it
Yeah,
going?
yeah, yeah. That's correct, sir.
No, I mean you're on the Facebook live right now. As in I'm on live on our channel and I joined the Discord channel, so therefore you're live as well. How's it going?
I'm so sorry. Um, just trying to let them see how our tournaments will go. So,
Yeah. Yeah, just
uh,
to reiterate how this is going, it's basically a round robin for 5 teams. The top 4 teams advance from there to the semifinals, and then after that, there's going to be best of 3 finals to determine uh,
hi.
the ordering. And looks like we have a much more normal draft. I was so confused before because they're making the strangest picks. I was like, wait, what is going on? Why are they picking Vera?
They're trying to test the internet connection.
Yeah,
If it's
I was just so confused earlier, but yeah, it was explained to me that it was just a ping test. In any case, we have bans on Zephys and Chognar going in. Another first pick Xenial, which is not surprising at all. Xenial and L'Oreal, probably 2 of the top picks you'll see. And what do you think these other picks coming in here, Jito, with the Slims, Lubu, and Malak on the side of Synergy, and the
yeah,
Violet and wow, looks like they're going for Alistair here. What do you think of that?
I guess Alistair is the best pick for this one, so that they can catch Slims easily.
Right.
But
Looks like
they
they're going
might
for
go.
Preda instead. Preda does have a bit of CC himself, and you can kind of bounce Slims toward the team. What would you have? Would you have preferred the Preda or the or the Alistair there?
For this one, I will highly suggest Preta since Wilson is well known. Best pick is Preta compared to Alistair. He's
Mm.
not that much good with Alistair, so much better to pick the comfort hero
Right,
rather
right,
than
right. If it
that
was,
one.
if he was perfect with both characters, what would you have preferred there?
Of course, it would be Alistair so that Lubu can't use his ultimate or he can't lifesteal that easily.
Ah, makes
And
sense.
so Slims can easily be caught by Alistair as well.
Definitely makes sense. It's one of those weird things, right? Because you don't see Alistair on the ladder, obviously, because he's not very competent by himself. But put him in an organized team, then he gets a lot better here. So, looking at this particular matchup, who do you give the edge to?
All right. So for this one, I guess the dream team has the edge to um, win this game, or despite as they have the signal, which is well known as the best tank support and killer as well, as it contains all of the damage and very tanky hero,
Mm.
and it can easily gank or support other lanes without running or walking.
All right. Well, to reiterate, we have Dream Team on in the blue here on the left side, bottom left hand corner, and in the top right in the red we have Synergy. And what do you think about this L'Oreal pick? Because obviously it's very good in solo queue, and she can 1v3, 1v4. I certainly after just a few games with L'Oreal, learned how incredibly strong she is. But in a team environment, it's a bit easier to play around her by for one you can chain CC, and two you can force her to pop her ult and run away. Whereas in your standard um, ladder games, there's not that team coordination to do that.
Yes. For L'Oreal, you really have to have a complete set of Arcana. If not, I guess it's not really useful or powerful enough to dominate the lanes or clash.
Hey,
But
I just have your standard HP Arcana, and I got masters with her, so good enough for me.
yes, for L'Oreal, much better if you have a magic lifesteal Arcana,
Yeah, I
so that
know, but
you will
I don't have that kind of diversification, Gito. Okay. Anyway,
Hi. No worries.
all right, let's see how they're going here. Looks like they're focusing on having Slims farm up a bit here. Obviously, getting out to that 4, and so he can really pump up that damage with his ultimate. And looks like they're kind of gearing around a little bit of an invade here on Xenial, but Preordain here is able to sniff it out. and play a bit safe. In the meantime, Slims really doesn't have much to do, just kind of just weighing it out. Perhaps wanting to go for the Spirit Sentinel here, but rotates toward the middle instead. And we have some grouping up on the bottom as well, but nothing comes of that either.
Yes, I guess they both know which side will be ganking by the other teams. So they're
Yeah,
having it.
but here we have Dream Team going for the Abyssal, and Team Synergy none the wiser. Able to take it for free is Dream Team, so that's a huge boost to them.
Yes, they have an advantage to gank the Abyssal lane since if it's not successful, they can proceed with Abyssal Dragon easily without contesting by the other teams.
Yeah, and this is the stealth advantage of Xenial that you're mentioning, right? Because even if Synergy wants to contest that, they basically need to send all 5 members because Xenial can just teleport over. So even though it seemed like Xenial didn't do anything there, he was kind of indirectly affecting that situation by just by his presence on the map because he's able to teleport in.
Yes, that's correct. That's really unfair with the other team since they really have to go 5-man team. Unlike with the Dream Team, they can fight for B5, and if they need some support or assistance, Senyal can go easily using his ultimate.
Now, what do you think about the possible? Oh, we see Malak just barely get away here, but he has to burn his ult, which is a very, very long cooldown. So, no real engage potential here from Team Synergy for the foreseeable future. And looks like a bit of a dive here coming out of Dream Team, and Synergy going to hold on with just Alice and Malak, but able to take the tower are Dream Team here, and able to push even farther. Let's see, if there is a rotation coming out here from Synergy. Xenio comes out to join the fight. Down goes Malak, and Irie's going to run away a little bit here, as this is testing.
Yes.
This is testing my observational skills, Gino. It's hard to follow this. Anyway, they go in. Irie dies, but gets a kill in the meantime. Prada tries to go for the kill on Slims and is unable to do so. And wow, after all is said and done, it's a 2-for-1 in favor of Dream Team.
Yes, and they're actually ahead of gold 1,500 gold lead for Dream.
On the bright side for Synergy, they were able to start pushing down the tower here. Although Lubu, he's reasonable at taking down towers, but not the absolute best. He's better. Part of the reason why he's in the DS lane is for his dueling capabilities, not necessarily for immediately pushing down towers. But excuse me, guys, I wasn't ready to catch that as I was talking about Lubu, because Lumber immediately just goes down without much of a fight, seems like.
I think Synergy will try to get the Visual Dragon, but the Dream Team already knew it, so they might contest the Dragon.
By the way, Gito, if something is actually happening on the map and I'm talking about something else, just yell at me and be like, D2, they're taking the Abyssal, or whatever. Because I probably won't be able to notice in time. Being observer and commentator is hard, guys. Let me just tell you that.
Actually, Senyal is also very tough in lane.
Right, yeah. The thing about Xenial is, at the start of the game, he's not, the best dueler, but once he starts getting higher, all he has to do is build all HP items, and he gets a lot of damage, and obviously a lot of sustain because of that HP, and that's what makes him so hard to deal with, individually. As we see L'Oreal's getting jumped on, and it's pretty hard to kill L'Oreal, but Slims gets the return kill. And, looks like an ult coming out here from Malak. Gets a triple knock-up. Let's see if they can make something happen here. It's talking about Synergy. And Malak continues to go in. Here comes Lubu to join the fight as well. And Xenio's going to try to help out. Does get the reduced damage onto the Violet. And it's going to go ahead and chase Malak. And they're able to get the kill with the help of Violet. Let me just go ahead and go on Violet for the time being. But Lumber, all the way in the back, just randomly dies here. I'm sorry, I can't focus on one particular character because stuff is happening all over the place. But Lubu barely able to get out, able to escape the grasp of Preda here. But again, after all that, looks like it was a 3-for-2 in favor of Synergy. So the dive not working out too well here for Dream Team. And now Irie's in trouble once again, goes down once again. But let's. I mean, after all of that, still a 3K gold lead for, Dream Team for our blue team here, which means that maybe it was all worth it.
Yes, that's correct. Because if you can see Violet as a 5,200 gold already, and he's the carry of the team. So if he continue to gain more gold and equipment, it will be easier for the dream team to poke the enemies and get rid of them.
Yeah, that's absolutely crucial, like you mentioned. The other team having a huge lead in terms of gold, but everything being spread out is not as good as having one player who's just completely ahead because they can seriously just take the entire team by themselves. But all that aside, it looks like we have an engage here by Dream Team. 2 go down, 3 go down overall. Although the return kill comes out from Slims, but Violet just does so much damage. Easy tactical fire in and kills off the Slims in return, gets her revenge. And now a serious lead here for Dream Team. Up 3 kills, but more importantly, up around 5,000 gold.
Yes, that's correct. Like what I told you, if Violet got lots of equipment, it will really be a big problem for the synergy.
Yeah, speaking of Violet, she has, just looking at her build here, she has the Soul Reaver. Let me just follow around, let's see, Preda. Has the Soul Reaver, has the War Boot, Rank Breaker, Clave Sancti, and looks like she's building up towards an Omni Arms.
Omni Arms, that's...
Yeah, looking at those 2 items for her. So, Omni Arms, very offensive pick, because obviously you're going to go between... A lot of times Violets will choose between Omni Arms and Frostcape. If you guys don't know, you don't get both passives if you equip those, so you pick one or the other, and Omni Arms will double your attack when you go on that tactical fire. So basically, if you get a crit, you're doing triple the amount of damage, essentially. But let's see what's going on to your team's just sharking around, seeing if they can get a fight. Is there any, reason for Synergy to fight here, or should they just keep farming up? Because, I mean, the Darkslayer was just taken for Dream Team right now.
Yes, actually, Dream Team will going to end this game.
Yeah, it looks like we have Team Synergy just kind of turtling up and see if they can't, force the other team to overextend. But it's just an impossible situation because not only are they down, but the other team, speaking of Dream Team, is able to just split soak with the Xenial even at this stage of the game, so they can push all lanes down. They're able to get this mid tier 3 tower. Irie goes in but doesn't even die, and looks like this is going to be the beginning. And can they get some kills here off of this Malok knockup? No, immediately takes a ton of damage. A kill goes off. 3 kills somehow in a blink of an eye. I didn't even notice how quick that was, but 3 heroes die on the side of Synergy. And, I mean, 5v2 with the Darkslayer buff. Looks like they could probably just end the game here as long as these minions come in. L'Oreal's super low. I don't think she's going to have any miracles right now. And that's going to be it.
Yeah.
GG. Dream Team over Synergy.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that game? Was that something that you expected going in?